Hi there, this is Andy Michaels from andy-michaels.com. Thanks for joining me today. I'm just going to briefly run through a few of the websites that I have found that help me to stay a little bit more organised. I think it's very important that you treat your internet marketing business as a business, and to be in business you need to be organised. You need to work with systems and processes in order to advance. Now it's a problem for me when I first started becoming as a full-time internet marketer. When you've not worked for yourself before, it's quite a difficult thing to get into the habit of. So I have actively looked for websites or applications that make my life a little bit easier. So I'm just going to quickly run through them. If you're anything like me, you don't want to sit through 10-15 minutes worth of blathering to hear 30 or 40 seconds worth of reasonable information. So I'm just going to tell you the three of the sites that I use. This is the first one. It is tadalist.com. It's a very straightforward site. It allows you to make simple to-do lists. As you can see on the right hand side of the screen there, it's very straightforward, very plain. You just type in the things you need to do, and when you've done them, you tick it and it takes it off of the list. So that's a good little site to possibly look at in the morning, make your to-do list and tick them off as you're going through the day. The second site that I use is tungle.me. This is a scheduling application that syncs with your existing calendar, as it says there on the front page. I generally use the Gmail calendar, but what Tungle.me allows me to do is to share an individual URL with anybody who wishes to make an appointment with me. So what I can do is I can book off, say, a couple of hours in an afternoon, and say I'm speaking to somebody on Skype. I could give them the URL of my calendar, and they could choose a time that suits them, a time that I have available, and they would just book me up for that time, and then therefore I would know, and I would also put it onto my Gmail calendar as well as the Tungle.me calendar. So it means that, again, it says there, eliminate double bookings, time zone mishaps, and the back and forth of finding a time to meet. So it often happens when you're trying to organise a time with other internet marketers, but you can just give them your URL and they can book up for when you're going to chat. The third one I use is a site called evernote.com. Now I found this when I was playing around with my swanky new Google Nexus phone. I was looking for something that would allow me to take notes onto the phone rather than writing them down, and Evernote allows me to do that. And the neat thing is that it syncs with my computer, so if I put something on my phone, it automatically comes onto my computer. If you're a notorious note taker, handwritten notes such as I am, this is a great thing. You can put in audio notes, text notes, you can take a screenshot of a website, you can use it instead of bookmarks. I really enjoy Evernote, and I think there's a lot more to it that I haven't found yet, and I will learn as we go along. Finally, the other thing that I use in my Gmail account, here I have an example Gmail account set up, is a new facility that is in the Gmail Labs section. Now if you've got Gmail, you'll know about the Labs section. It's where they do all their sneaky experiments to see what works and what doesn't, what people like and what they don't. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to star these two emails, which I've also sent myself, and I'm going to go into settings and into labs, which is at the right hand side here. Now there's some useful and some extremely pointless experiments going on, but we shall go down to multiple inboxes. We'll enable that, save changes, and what this does is you'll see straight away is it separates my usual inbox into, there's actually three inboxes there. There is a starred inbox, a drafts inbox, and my normal inbox. Now I can get rid of them from my normal inbox by archiving them. They remain in my starred inbox, so I can use my normal inbox to delete, archive, and work through and try to keep that empty as I can. And any emails I know I need to do something with, I can star and it automatically gets put up into the starred section. You can also do many more things with the multiple inboxes. You can have an inbox for different labels, and again it's another item that I need to spend a bit more time learning more about, as I think it could become very useful. Now they're just four of the things I have implemented into my own life in order to try to keep myself a little bit more organised. I hope that you can use some of those. If not, I would be delighted if you would tell me some programs or applications that you use that perhaps you just can't live without anymore, that you need to help you stay organised. So thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you. See ya.